The Mini 3 Pro has now been crowned the best sub-250 drone on the market in Europe. Now, I've said in a previous video that if you're going to buy a Mini 4 Pro, hold off. Now, the 120 meter rule will come in, this is now confirmed, from the 1st of January 2024, but not for the Mini 3 Pro. Hi everyone, Stephen from the Flyby Guys. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching. We are going to be talking about the Mini 4 Pro and its limitations from the 1st of January 2024. Now, there has been a software release this week for the Mini 4 which takes away the 120 meter limit. Now people are talking about that this was all over Europe. It wasn't, because I'm in Europe obviously, and we didn't have that, but it was only in Liechtenstein, Iceland, Norway and Switzerland, okay? So they're kind of sub within the EASA, and those countries only had the limitations. This has now been taken away temporarily. Now, that means that on the 1st of January 2024, there will be a software update coming in, and all Mini 4 Pro drones will have a height limit of 120 meters. However, the Mini 3 Pro and the Mini 2 SE will not have this software update, which will not limit them, which means you can fly above 120 meters. Now, DJI just released information on their website which was indicating that you can unlock the 120 meter rule on your Mini 4 Pro, and this involves taking away the C0 label and doing a software update which will allow you to fly above 120 meters. However, I would not advise this. I would say do not do this, because the Mini 3 Pro and also the Mini 2 SE and also the Mini 4 Pro at the moment, they are flying in the open category, which means you have a lot more freedom to fly. If you take away the 120 meter limit, which will come in on the 1st of January on the Mini 4 Pro, you will remove the open category class for that drone, which means you will have to fly in the subcategory. Now, that actually is not a good thing. Now, even if on the website they are really showing you that it's an easy process to do, that's fine. It is an easy process to do, and you can say, yeah, great, I can now fly 120 meters. Actually, no, you need to then apply for an operational authorization from the country that you are in. So for example, if you're in France, or if you're, for example, where I am here in Finland, you will have to apply from your flight authority to fly above 120 meters, which means you have to go through either a PDRA or a SORA. Now, this is a complicated process and can take some time. Sometimes it can take anything from 1 month to 1 year to get that permission granted. So I would not recommend to go for the 120 meter unlock for your Mini 4 Pro, because it is a bad idea. Now, that means that you are stuck at 120 meters. However, you can fly in the open category with the Mini 3 Pro, and I'm sure that you can maybe, I know this is still, there's still a lot of ambiguity and we really don't know what is actually happening, but you do have the freedom to fly above that 120 meter. It's not going to limit you. So I haven't spoken to the authorities yet on this, because I've been really busy reading lots of documents and also dealing with other things. So I've not had time to deal with the authorities on this. And to be honest with you, I don't think the authorities know too much at the moment, because I've been reading the EASA documents and they don't even mention this 120 meter limit and what happens with a sub-250 drone. How that will also affect RemoteID, I really don't know, because when RemoteID comes in on the 1st of January 2024, as well as the new rule for the C-Class drones, sub-250 drones will not be required to broadcast RemoteID, even if you're working. So this is how different it's going to be from the US compared to how we are here in Europe. So you will not, let's say, actually be required to broadcast RemoteID. However, What is going to happen if you unlock your Mini 4 Pro and you will apply for an operator authorization? Will you be required to then broadcast remote ID? I don't know. Will the software update allow you to do that? Because right now I don't see the ability to add our operator ID in the DJI Fly app. So there is no option to put your remote ID onto this, so it is quite free. But will that change if you do the software update, or will you have to put a module on top? I don't know. So there's lots of things that we still don't know yet. But just to say, if you're planning to buy a Mini 4 Pro, be very careful, think about it, because it could be a good idea to go for the Mini 3 Pro and do it before the 1st of January. Thank you, everyone. I know this was a little bit long-winded, but I hope it made sense to you. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for joining us, and as always, fly safe.